Welcome back, familiar to Northside LDN, and today we've got news. David Ornstein dropping the bomber that Semenyo will be available with a release clause of £65 million in January. Arsenal, Liverpool, and Spurs all said to be interested in the player. Obviously, Arsenal, we do need an upgrade on that left-hand side. We've had various players being linked. Yildiz, Lookman, and now Semenyo. Semenyo's been one that's been linked for the last transfer window. I think the transfer window before that as well. So it's been a while that he's been linked to Arsenal. Obviously, 65 million, you can get him for cheaper, but I think it looks like from the reports, Bournemouth want to cash in and get maximum money, obviously, for the player. Semenyo, a player that can play on the right, can also play on the left. That would be an addition and a position that I'd like to strengthen in the summer, in January. If can't do it in January, then in the summer. But if we can get it done in January, that left-hand side definitely for Arsenal needs to be strengthened. At the moment, we've got Trossard and Martinelli occupying that left-hand side. Sometimes Arteta plays Eze on the left as well. But let's be honest, we're not getting the amount of goals that we need on the left-hand side that we've had on the right-hand side with Saka there. You know, Saka puts up the numbers on the right-hand side. On the left-hand side, Martinelli, even though he's having a better season this season, is very inconsistent on that left-hand side. Excuse me. And then you've got Trossard, another player that's very inconsistent. Are Arsenal going to keep those two players anyway? There were two players that were being put on the shopping window for anybody that wanted to buy them in the summer. We all thought that Trossard and Martinelli were going to leave in the summer, but they ended up staying. And this season, they've worked well coming off the bench and impacting the game from the bench. But are they starters? Are they out-and-out starters? Are they players that, you know, push the team forward? I still think that we need an upgrade. Now, Arteta's at times chosen to play Eze on the left. I don't think he's as effective. I know we got an assist against Nottingham Forest playing on the left wing, Eze in that game, but I feel like to get the best out of Eze, he's more of a creative player, more a player that wants to create in the number 10 role, not a natural winger. You know, a lot of Arsenal fans were talking about him playing as a left 10. Playing as a left 10 and a left winger is two different roles. And I think that he thrives as the number 10 for Arsenal, not played on the wing. So we've got some decisions. We've got some players there. Yildiz, a lot of people have been waxing lyrical about Yildiz, saying that he's a top winger from Juventus. Could he be the guy? Then again, a lot of people are going to look at Semenyo and say he's already got the experience in the league this season. For Bournemouth, Semenyo's got 6 goals and 3 assists in 11 appearances. So he's putting up the numbers. I don't think he's as great as a lot of people do. But at the same time, he is Premier League proven. He does get the numbers. Last season, he had a great season, scoring a lot of goals for Bournemouth. This season, he's scoring goals and getting assists as well. He's somebody that he's not going to have to adapt to the league and can impact, straight away. I do think if we played more expansive football, if we played more attacking football, like the way we played in 22-23 season, you'd probably get the most out of Semenyo, the same way that we played Martinelli on the left. I think that kind of attacking football, whereas now we're a bit more reserved. Obviously, Liverpool are looking at the player as well. I think Liverpool's play style probably suits Semenyo more, the direct, bombing forward, committing loads of players forward. I think is more similar to the way Bournemouth play than the way that Arsenal play. But at the same time, I've been crying out for a left winger that can, compete with Saka in terms of numbers and is a nailed-on starter to hold down that left-hand side. And I think Semenyo can definitely do a job. 65 million isn't breaking the bank. It's a decent amount of money, but isn't breaking the bank. And I think, catching teams on the counter-attack, he can definitely be dangerous. We've seen at times Martinelli be deployed on the counter-attack, and his directness has, helped us as well. So I wouldn't be angry with Semenyo. He wouldn't be my first choice. I think Lookman, for me, is that guy, the hat-trick in the Europa League final for Atalanta. You know what I mean? Stepping up in a big occasion, big game, getting his goal. You know what I mean? And performing at the top level to win trophies. I think that's the kind of player I would like to add into the team. With all due respect, Semenyo, He hasn't, won no majors or won, trophies like that. So Lookman, I feel like, is technically better. And I rate Lookman more as a player, but at the same time, I get that Semenyo right now is, putting up the numbers in the Premier League, and he's Premier League ready right now. So I would rather go for Lookman just because of the winning experience, turning up in a big game, a big final, to win the Europa League. I just think that he adds a lot more. I think there's a bit more to his game, technically a lot better as well. But I wouldn't be outraged in getting Semenyo. I'd still definitely give him a chance because I think he's a good player. He is a good player, but I just don't rate him as highly as other people. Yildiz is a player that I haven't seen enough from. So it's one of them ones. I like the fact that the club are identifying positions that we need to strengthen. But I feel like the way that, Liverpool play, I think he's better suited to Liverpool. But then again, is that Liverpool's main concern? Certain games they play in Wirtz on the left. They obviously got Gakpo, which a lot of Liverpool fans say that he could be a bit frustrating. Would they rather Semenyo on that left-hand side? He can also play on the right-hand side as somebody to eventually take over from, Mo Salah. We'll see. We will see. I think he's more suited, his play style more suited to Liverpool. Spurs in for Semenyo. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I think he would have definitely suited the play style that Spurs had under Ange. Now under Frank is a bit more reserved. Are they going to get the best out of him? I mean, you even seen Johnson. He's another player that, feeds off of space and being direct and, running in behind the opposition defense, not perform the same way he did under Ange. So I don't know. Spurs' play style right now, would it get the most out of Semenyo? I don't really think so. I don't really think so. I think Semenyo in certain aspects, his game is a bit more closer to Johnson, and I think they've gone a bit away from that. Obviously, bringing in Kudus and players like that. But Arsenal are definitely in the conversation to get Semenyo. I just think we need to. The fact that we're looking at a left winger, I'm happy. Like I said, for me, my number one choice is Lookman. After Lookman, probably Semenyo's there. Wouldn't be my number one choice. Obviously, there's reports as well coming out that Arsenal are interested in Rodrigo. But once again, these are all talks and nothing's been confirmed. Apparently, we're in for Rodrigo. You already know if we're going to go in for Rodrigo, I'd much rather just go get Rodrigo over all these guys. I rate Rodrigo very highly, very talented winger. Apparently, he's murmurs that he's not happy at Madrid. Go and get Rodrigo. But if you can't get Rodrigo, get Lookman. If you can't get Lookman for whatever the reason, I wouldn't be mad at getting Semenyo. I do think we could do a lot worse than getting Semenyo. But like I said, will we put the money down? Would we get into a bidding war? We're not really a club that really traditionally likes to get in bidding wars. If we don't like to get in a bidding war, then we need to make our interest, need to get the player sell over the line because, Liverpool, have they got the money after the big summer that they had? Have they got the money to go in for a Semenyo in January after all the money they spent on Wirtz, Kirkes, Frimpong, Isak, Ekatike? Have they got the funds to go out there and get a Semenyo? Would Semenyo start for Liverpool? There's all these questions. There's all these things right now that you're like, okay, what would happen? Would Gakpo hold bench to Semenyo? Would Semenyo hold bench to Gakpo? Is that the main position that they need to strengthen? It's one of those ones. It's up in the air. It's up in the air. I thought Liverpool were going to go in for Mark Guehi in January. Have they got money to get Guehi and get Semenyo in January? We'll see. We will see. Spurs, have they got the money? A lot of times they penny pinch, but maybe they're trying to, I'll probably be, a player to back Frank. They want to back Frank again and get maybe another player that he would like and he'd want to coach. I don't know. I don't know with Spurs. You know what I mean? They're very all over the place in terms of spending money. And Arsenal, after the big summer that we had, have we got the money? We still need to get rid of Gabriel Jesus. What's going on? What's the future of Havertz in this team? So there's a couple of players there that we're going to see. Obviously, there was murmurs about Miles Lewis-Skelly potentially being sold. I don't think that he's going to be sold, but is he a player that's going to be sold? Will that finance the Semenyo move? What's the future of Trossard and Martinelli? Are they staying at Arsenal? Are we going to move them on? It seems all over the place in terms of what we're going to do with those players. So there's a couple of players at Arsenal that we could sell to facilitate bringing in Semenyo if money's the issue. But I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. He's been a player that we've been linked with for a while and never got over the line. So I don't know how strong our focus is, or maybe he wasn't that high on the list when we went into the summer. And the targets, maybe he wasn't, he's further down that list in terms of players that we need to get. A part of me feels like Arteta probably ain't going to go in for Semenyo just because he'd probably want to squeeze in Eze and Odegaard into the starting lineup. And I feel like he wants to play Eze on the left when Odegaard comes back from injury and play Odegaard in the 10. That's what I think he's going to want to do. So I don't think he will go in for Semenyo. But like I said, I wouldn't be mad at it. And Semenyo, David Ornstein, saying that the release clause is released and there's 3 clubs at this moment in time that are interested. I'm not too, I wouldn't be disappointed at getting Semenyo at all. He just wouldn't be my first choice. But like I said, I'm happy that we're identifying the positions that we're weakest in, that we do need to strengthen. So let me know in the comments down below what do you guys want to do? Do you want Semenyo? Do you want Yildiz? Do you want Lookman? Do you believe with the news that's out there that Arsenal are in talks with Rodrigo? Do you believe the Rodrigo one? That's another one that we keep getting linked with again and again and again. Would we want to go in for that? Obviously as well, Arsenal, we did buy Madueke. He's going to be back soon. Are we going to use him as rotation for Saka? Are we going to start him on the left and start Eze in the 10 or start Odegaard in the 10 over Eze? There's all these questions, There's all these questions. And this is why I would have rather put the Madueke money towards at least go and get a Yildiz or a Lookman or Semenyo instead of getting Madueke. I felt like that was a worst bit of business. A worse bit of business in the summer. That was a player I did not want. So I will be disappointed if we don't have the money to get Semenyo or to get a Lookman. Because obviously then we would have wasted that money on getting a Madueke that for me doesn't break into the team, isn't good enough, not enough. Even if people that want to talk about GA doesn't even get the GA and everything else like that. So I'd be very disappointed if we don't have the funds to go get that deal over the line. But it is what it is. Ultimately, you live and die by your decisions. But listen, big up to everyone that's locked in. Make sure you're liking and subscribing. Let me know in the comments down below your thoughts. And I'm out. Love.